Chairman Frank.
Just got a quick question for THA. The bill only applies to not-for-profit hospitals. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So I've seen a number of studies that show there's very limited difference between the charity work that not-for-profit hospitals do in the state versus for-profit hospitals. And I'm guessing do you agree with that, or is there a place I can go to find the difference between the charity work done at for-profit hospitals versus not-for-profit hospitals in the state?
Yeah, we can provide you that data from a number of sources. The uncompensated care data the state collects in the Myers and Stauffer report, which was referenced, actually has those calculations as well. So it varies, but the investor-owned public hospitals do a considerable amount of charity care in the state. So we can provide that data.
Wait, say that again. The
investor-owned for-profit.
Yeah, they do. I mean, because it seems like they both operate kind of the same. You have to take all comers if you're a hospital. So the charity work of a not-for-profit doesn't seem significantly different than a for-profit. I'm wondering, what is it, if not this bill, what is it that y'all are doing that for-profit hospitals aren't doing, because other than paying a lot of taxes?
Well, I mean, if you're big in Medicare and Medicaid, both of those payers underpay, so there's
right,
a shortfall.
But a for-profit hospital operates in the same arena.
Correct. So
there is no difference. I ask, what's the difference between where a not-for-profit, what does a not-for-profit hospital do for its not-for-profit status that a for-profit hospital doesn't do? Because the reports that I've seen show that it pretty much is the same.
Correct. Sorry.
Okay. So it's correct. So what's the point of having a not-for-profit hospital if they don't operate any different than a for-profit hospital?
I mean, there's a whole variety of reasons. It's mainly the tax status that has an implication on bonds and otherwise. So
okay. So basically, I mean, you're the head of THA, and you're telling me really that for-profit hospitals, not-for-profit hospitals, that's kind of crazy. I mean, honestly, you just said the not-for-profit that's not paying taxes, that basically pushing their tax burden to every other member of the community, is doing the exact same thing as an investor-owned hospital. That's kind of enlightening. Like I would think a not-for-profit hospital, and I know most not-for-profits, you're talking tens, $20 million of taxes not paid, and THA is saying they operate basically the same as a for-profit.
I'm not saying they operate the same. I'm saying they all are in the charity care and uncompensated business at the same level. They are.
But shouldn't a not-for-profit be doing something different in order to earn its not-for-profit status?
Well, no, they have to meet the minimum of the charity care statute, the state charity care statute.
Right, but those could be exactly the same. The for-profit can be doing that as well, because
but they're not.
I think you answered my question. They operate the same, just one doesn't pay taxes. So thank you.
But they do have, the not-for-profit hospitals do have to meet the minimum requirements of the state charity care standard.
But wouldn't it be correct?
An investor-owned hospital does not.
Well, you said they don't have to meet them.
Have to.
But since they have to take all comers, there's a really good chance the for-profits would meet those charity standards as well, because they're having to take the uncompensated care. They're having to take all comers as well.
Depending on where you're located and what your payer mix. I would say from a system level, probably so, but
I just think
always.
if people want to continue with the nonprofit status, there should be actions different than investor-owned. If not, it would be better for everybody to have investor-owned hospitals, and that way we can get tax revenue from them.
No, they very clearly have a higher standard. The state of Texas actually has the most stringent charity care law in the state, the 5%. So not-for-profit hospitals have to meet that minimum standard. Not all hospitals have to meet that standard.
I'm sorry, Chairman, but they don't have to meet it. But I feel like you also said, I'm not trying to be argumentative, but I feel like, well, I guess I am a little bit, but I feel like you said they operate the same way. One has to meet that, the other one does.
I misstated. I meant they are all in the uncompensated care, Medicaid, Medicare shortfall. All hospitals are in that business not all of them meet the,
I'll ask you to stage left because it's 10:30, but if you could provide that information that shows that not-for-profits actually do near community, do stuff for their charity care, I
I will
would
do that.
appreciate it because it's inconsistent with what I've seen.